This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960KNEW.com.
Vice President Joe Biden recently compared Mitt Romney's social policies to those of the 1950s.
We will not go back to the 50s in social policy.
Here with a rebuttal is the decade of the 1950s.
Yo, Daddy-O, why you leaning on us so heavy, man? Comparing us to Mitt Romney. The 50s were an apple butter bash, maybe. But squareness, nah, not our scene.
Yeah, man, like we had all kind of Hepcats, and they got a clutched message for that cube Mitt Romney.
You're tearing me apart!
We might have been a half century ago, but we still would have clanked Mitt Romney, man. That dude's a hubcap man. Heck, we liked Ike.
Dig it. The only thing that Big Daddy Dwight D has in common with your Mitt Romney is that when the Rumble was going down and there was a war going on, they both went to France.
Yeah, but in Ike's case, the war was in France.
So don't take your shuckster Mitt Romney and say he reminds you of the 50s.
Yeah, cool it, Pops. This Romney cat is from your time, not ours. We got us a little bit of cool.
This message paid for by previous decades against Romney.
Oh, okay. All right. So that was a reaction, obviously, to Joe Biden being on the campaign trail. He's doing stumping for, his vice presidency and for the presidency of Barack Obama. And obviously, this entire Republican Party has gone way back into the 50s. And in some parts of the United States, I'm talking the 1850s. And in other parts of the United States, I'm talking the 1550s. And in other parts, the 1950s, where, by the way, people paid a decent amount of tax, when a middle class was created. But I digress. So Joe Biden is out on the campaign trail, and he's like, I can't. He's talking about everything from their foreign policy, where Romney has said that our biggest threat in the world is Russia. Really? Do I have to be in an internment camp now? Because I am Russian, I had no idea that my country of heritage is a threat to the United States. I did not know that. He's also telling me that my gender is a threat to the United States, and that my gender's medical needs are somehow impinging on Catholics. Really, just me having a uterus and ovaries that function is, a disturbing feature of to the Catholic Church about me. Look, the whole entire campaign is so completely centered in going back to the yesteryears that it just blows anybody's mind who wants to live in the 21st century, who looks at, text messaging and Instagram and camera, cell phone cameras and email and cell phones and all these things as progress and wants more of it. And when I watch that SpaceX launch, my God, I mean, I'm like, take me to space. I want to go. I want to visit. I want to be weightless. It's the only hope a girl like me has. Other than it could be semi-weightless in the pool. This involves wearing a bathing suit. So I don't get that experience in my life, okay? It also means my hair has to get wet. I'm not going there. Okay, I'm not. So space is a really cool thing for me to think about and dream about and think maybe one day I too can be weightless. Wouldn't that be fun for me? But they want to go back. I mean, back to when women had to argue and contraception was under the table. Truly, I mean, they've said they want the aspirin between the knees contraception. This is it. And so Biden went out and gave a really good stump speech. Now, I will say this to the Obama campaign. Please provide Vice President Biden with a working PA system that allows him to talk as loudly as I do, as loudly as he does, without clipping him. Thank you.
I haven't even touched on Romney's social policy either. One that says a woman should no longer get to make her own decisions about her body and her health. One that says it's okay for insurance companies to charge women more for health insurance than men. to count pregnancy as a pre-existing condition. I know this sounds like fiction.
It does.